Motion and Time, Class 7th, Chapter 13. Children, motion and time. This chapter is not new for you. In class 6th also you have studied the same chapter. We in class 6th you have learned about the measurement, its importance and need. The comparison of an unknown quantity with a known quantity is called measurement. When we compare an unknown quantity with a known quantity, then it is called measurement. And we see many situations in our daily life where measurement is required. For example, to check temperature. To check temperature, we do measurement. To buy cloth. When we go to purchase cloth, then the shopkeeper, do measurement. So, measurement is required. Time plays a vital role in our daily life. For example, we go to school every morning at a fixed time, take lunch in the afternoon, dinner at night. So, these also at fixed time. So, we do different activities at fixed time. Time is the lapse between the regularly recurring events. We give reference of our time as past midnight, after lunch break, BC and AD, etc. BC means before Christ and AD means after death of Christ. Measurement of time. The topic is measurement of time. Human beings have felt the need to keep track of time from ancient times. In olden days, people did not have watches or clocks. They used the various events which repeated regularly to count time interval. These intervals are called periodic events. They used the time from sunrise to sunset, the length of shadow, one full moon to another full moon, and the change of seasons to measure the interval of time, etc. So, if you hear your mummy saying on a Sunday to a fruit vendor, come next Sunday, she means come after 7 days. Likewise, full moon to full moon is 29.5 days or 2 fortnights. Sundial. This was the first clock invented. It was used to measure time during ancient times based on decrease and increase in length of shadow during the day. The shadow cast by sundial was longer in the morning, reduced to nothing during noon, and become longer again in the evening. Children, you are seeing pic of sundial. Activity 1. Aim to make your own sundial. For this activity, materials required: cardboard and a large nail. Procedure or method: take a circular cardboard disc as shown in the pic. Fix a nail vertically in the center of the disc and place it in sunlight. Mark the position of the shadow of the nail on the disc after every 1 hour and also the corresponding time on the disc. This is the principle of sundial. Now observation. Now you have a sundial which can tell you what time of the day it is. Now conclusion. A repeated phenomena can be observed to measure time. Hourglass sand clock. The hourglass uses the flow of sand to measure time. It consists of two rounded glass bulbs connected by a narrow neck of glass. The upper bulb contains some sand that stream down into the bottom bulb, giving the fixed intervals of time. Hourglass pick is shown here. Jantar Mantar. This name can be translated as magical device. It was built by Maharaja Jai Singh II. The one at Jaipur Observatory is considered as the largest sundial in the world. Built of local stone and marble, this sundial is 90 feet high. Its shadow is carefully plotted to tell the time of the day. The instrument was also used to observe the movement of sun, moon, other planets and stars. Children, you are able to see Jantar Mantar pic here. Unit of time of many repetitive phenomena happening in the nature. For example, the rotation of earth on its own axis, which determines the length of the day, has been used as a standard of time. We know that a day is divided into 24 hours, each containing 60 minutes of 60 seconds each. One mean solar day equal to 24 hours. 24 multiply 60 minutes. 24 multiply 60 multiply 60 second. Or this is equal to 86,400 second. One solar day equal to 86,400 second. Now 1 second is equal to 1 divided by 86,400 mean solar day. The SI unit of time is second. It is denoted by S. Other commonly used units of times are 1 week equal to 7 days. 7 days make a week. 1 year equal to 365 days. Or you can say 365 days make 1 year. 10 years equal to 1 decade. 100 years equal to 10 decade or 1 century. 1000 years equal to 10 centuries or 1 millennium. Today, time intervals of smaller fraction of a second can also be measured using electronic or digital display clock. Some of these clocks can measure time intervals as small as 1 millionth or even 1 billionth of a second. For measuring very small intervals of time in the laboratory or in sports, we use stopwatch, which can measure accurately up to 1 by 10th or even 1 by 100th of a second. Children, you are seeing a pic of the stopwatch. This watch is used in the laboratory or in the sports, and by this we can measure very small intervals of time. Measurement of time using periodic motion. To measure time, we need a motion that repeats itself at equal intervals. Children, in class 6 you have studied periodic motion, the motion or event which repeat itself at equal interval. So such a motion is called periodic motion. It was Galileo, an Italian scientist, who first noticed that swinging body has a regular beat and can be used for timing purpose. For example, if you ride on a swing, the time it takes to move from one side to another is constant, whether you play in the morning or afternoon, in winter or summer. A process is used to measure time interval. Another significant observation that Galileo made was that the to and fro movement of any pendulum of the same length are all of the same duration of time. This principle is used in making clocks and watches. Children, in this slide you are seeing pic of wall clock, wrist watch, table clock and digital quartz clock. Children, this is for your more information inside box. Our quest for accuracy has led to the uses of crystal clocks and atomic clocks in modern clocks and watches. The vibrations of quartz crystal control the movement of balance wheel. These are more accurate than mechanical watches. Quartz crystals are subjected to an alternating electric field, which produces an extremely fixed oscillation. These steady oscillations make the timepieces very accurate. The cesium atomic clock has an error ratio of not more than 1 second in every 6,000 years. The time scale is derived from the vibration of atoms in atomic clock.